Alright, welcome back to What's Niggling Me. Instead of an intro, I am going to read this poem I came across today. I did not write this. This is part of history. Okay, Google? Okay. It's called Anti-Semitism, dedicated to Albert Shanker. Hey, Jew boy, with that yarmulke on your head. You pale-faced Jew boy, I wish you were dead. I can see you, Jew boy. No, you can't hide. I got the scoop on you. Yeah, you're gonna die. I'm sick of your stuff. Every time I turn around, you pushing my head into the ground. I'm sick of hearing about your suffering in Germany. I'm sick of your escape from tyranny. I'm sick of seeing in everything I do about the murder of 6 million Jews. Hitler's reign lasted for only 15 years. For that period of time, you shed crocodile tears. My suffering lasted for over 400 years. Jew boy, and the white man only let me play with his toys. Jew boy, you took my religion and adopted it for you. But you know that black people were the original Hebrews. When the UN made Israel a free independent state, little 4 and 5-year-old boys threw hand grenades. They hated the black Arabs with all their might, and you, Jew boy, said it was all right. Then you came to America, land of the free, and took over the school system to perpetuate white supremacy. Guess you know, Jew boy, there's only one reason you made it. You had a clean white face, colorless and faded. I hated you, Jew boy, because your hang-up was the Torah, and my only hang-up was my color. When I heard that today, it made my jaw drop. And it made me feel like I needed to share it. That was by Leslie Campbell. She was a high school teacher in New York, and she had her students write poems. Now, that person's ideologies are pretty wild, but for the time, what I was trying to learn about that time period was the end of 1968. Tensions were way different than they are now. And that person was clearly pretty educated, or that person was pretty intelligent. That person had done some research. For a high school kid to be writing that person had done some research. Because I can't imagine many high school kids would have that level of intelligence of world affairs. I didn't. I knew about 9/11. I knew the stupid story they yapped on about, but I was in high school, and it was pretty evident when I heard it on the news or the radio every day when I was listening to music, because I lived next to Detroit, that they were just blowing everything up over there, killing 1 million people. But back in the 60s, this is after JFK, this is after MLK, this is after Malcolm X, right after, like, this is that same decade. Black Panthers were coming to power, or I don't even know if coming to power, isn't it? They were starting their uprise. And you gotta learn the future, or learn the past to understand the future. So that's what I've been doing. I've been on this mission, and I heard that poem today, and I was like, whoa, like, because black people and Jewish people were minorities, and Jewish people were like, besides black people, they were the biggest ally, funny word these days, they were the biggest ally of the black people and wanted black people to have rights because they saw in themselves they were persecuted, you know what I mean, for a long time. So it was a heavy poem. I did not write that. I've never heard anybody say that poem. I came across it today. And I was like, I feel like I need to share this. Right? Let me know if you've ever heard that poem. But there was some deep tension going on back then. I seen Luigi Mangione. His lawyer is going to be the wife of Diddy's lawyer. And I thought, damn, like both of these lawyers are taking L's. But they get to go home at the end of it all, swim in their pile of money like Scrooge McDuck. Both those guys go away for a long fucking time. I wonder if Luigi Mangione is going to be in that same jail as Diddy. Like Sam Bankman-Fried and Epstein hung himself in there. Even though I'm pretty sure it had been decades since anybody ever killed themselves in that fucking prison. It's all going down in New York. And then there's the gay drone distraction. Who cares about these drones in the sky? Have you seen China? They got amazing drone fucking presentations in the sky. Way cooler than these ones going on in New Jersey. Just media distractions. Israel is going to take that fucking land from Syria. They want that Greater Israel. Go look it up. Go look up Greater Israel. The old Zionist plan. They're going to get that beachfront property. All that Middle Eastern land. Israel's just going to eat that up. Stupid Bibi Netanyahu. And the Zionists. Not all the Israelis. Not all the Jewish people. Selected ones. That think the Palestinian people are like dogs. Which is fucked up. I have an issue on the sticky here. And my filter. You ever heard this quote? It's been a long time since I read it. It is something like, one more acre, one more goat. I heard someone say the other day about Syria, just one more grain of sand. But the one more acre, one more goat thing, I want to say that fucking quote, or one more goat, one more acre, something like that. It's got to be like 100-year-old quote from a Zionist. They've been trying to take that fucking whole land from Palestinians for 140 fucking years. Roughly 130 to 140 years. Before 1917, before that Balfour Agreement, 1800s, they wanted that fucking land back. And it took them, Theodore Herzl would be so, actually, you know what? Who fucking knows? He had a plan. I wonder if he'd be real disappointed in Bibi Netanyahu, or he'd be real pumped. Or would he hate Ben Gurion, or would he like him? The cost of war. That's what it all comes down to, the cost of war. How many fucking innocent people? Good, we're still recording. How many fucking innocent people need to be murdered? How many people need to be tortured? All the rules you are told growing up don't matter. Like two wrongs don't make a right. You don't get told when you're a kid, Israel has the right to defend itself. They don't tell you that one. Another thing is, I don't even know if I've ever, I don't know if I've never knowingly met a Jewish person. I grew up where the Seagram's plant is. One of the richest Jewish people in Canada. Never met a Jewish person. Seagram's is in Amherstburg. I grew up there. I never met any Jewish people, but I remember listening to Adam Sandler's comedy albums when I was in grade school, and I thought they were fucking hilarious. Remember I saw Happy Gilmore? Those movies? Fucking hilarious. I didn't know, I didn't grow up knowing that they were doing anything bad to Palestinian people. They don't teach us that over here. You gotta do your research. I only knew about some Jewish people up to no good. Some. When I heard that Larry Silverstein got a serious insurance payment on the Twin Towers and Tower 7 that he insured that summer before it happened. Those towers that were filled with asbestos, and all those responders that did the cleanup and stuff inhaled all that shit. The guy that owned those towers. I didn't know. I didn't know there were some bad ones out there. But there's some bad fucking everyone's out there. There's some bad everyone's out there. Like who? Stalin, he was a bad one. Stalin, in my opinion, is more evil than Hitler. He's possibly, yeah. I think he's worse than Genghis Khan. I don't know. I guess there's maybe a Vlad the Impaler. You gotta go pretty far back. But in our more recent history, Stalin, he's a horrible one. So many more it's unbelievable how many people died under his reign. Evil. I wonder what Bashar al-Assad's going to be saying. He's going to be in Russia. Or he is in Russia. I wonder what he's going to be saying. Oh, and those drones. I'm telling you, look up Sibir's system. I think it's SBIRS. Look at the satellite systems going around the Earth. It almost makes it's almost super hard to comprehend. Google Earth is a joke. Google Earth is fucking paint on your fucking computer compared to the most advanced Photoshop, photo editor. Google Earth is paint. They know what happened to MH370. I know it. And those drones up there, what a joke. If they tell you it's Iran, that's a joke. They said Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction to go in there. It was a fucking lie. Lie. Just spread out there in this Iran. Iran isn't fucking flying drones over there. They're fucking being on all alert because they have to protect fucking their country. Because the United States is coming for it. The United States and Israel is coming for Iran. Which fucking sucks. Stop all these fucking wars. Iran held one of the biggest parties ever back in the day for all the elites all over the world. I don't think there's ever been anything like it. I don't think there's ever been anything like it ever. I'm pretty sure the Shah of Iran, that guy, he held the biggest party for elites all over the world. And then I think the United States got real scared that Iran wanted no part of them, and they wanted to produce their own oil for the probably Africa. And the United States wasn't having it. Gone. He was old anyways, and had cancer, but you got the boot. You can't be independent and not rely on the United States. And the economy runs the United States. It has to, or they're gonna kill you like Lumumba. They're just gonna pull a coup, like Zelensky. There's just a bajillion. There's probably proof on Google, who owns this YouTube, and I bet you there's proof that the United States has couped over 70 countries. And the United States isn't even 300 years old. And I think that they've done 70 countries in the last 100 years. I'll go with maybe even 75. Put it in my notes and we'll see. Have they, in the last 75 years, overthrown 75 leaders? Take a look into that. What a joke. Because the country I live in helps fund it, and I don't like it. I don't want any tax dollars going to that shit. And no trans healthcare for minors. Because that fucking niggles me. Trans healthcare for minors, cutting dicks off fucking kids. What a fucking joke. That's some dumb fucking ideology. Fucking stupid. Giving fucking giving boys fucking puberty fucking blockers. So they have a boy dick and a girl voice. That grinds my gears. Oh, let's see what I got going on here. Oh, audit the United States. The United States, all their departments need to get audited. Again, with these drones, it irritates me that there's any news going on about that when there's way more important things going on in the world. How these governments don't get audited and there's some accountability pisses me off. People go to jail. Citizens go to jail. Fucking horseshit. No rules for elites. But Chrystia Freeland, that's our deputy prime minister and economic minister, or was. She's resigning, and I'm pretty happy about it, but it's a temporary thing. See, she's doing what Kamala should have done, and this is how she's distancing herself from Justin Trudeau so she can run for prime minister. She's going to separate herself from this garbage government, this garbage run government that has our housing prices, our food prices out of control. Out of control, how much housing prices are, how much things have gone up in such a short period of time is insane. It's insane to think that the feeling of the country when I was growing up to now is way different. Even when Trump got elected in 2015, at the end of that, 2016, Canada, was one of the most respected countries in the world. We are far from. Since the handling of COVID onward, our government has destroyed our country. The favorability of our political leaders is an absolute joke. And Justin Trudeau is a soy boy, but Chrystia Freeland, she is doing what Kamala should have done and she should have distanced herself from Biden. And she's the only word I pretty much will never say is retarded, even though I said it right there. That's the only one that my mom would be so proud that I hesitate every time I go to say it now, pretty much. Or if I do say it, I unfortunately think of her because she hates that word. And I can say fucking bitch, and that doesn't make her as mad as retarded. But Kamala Harris. I think Chrystia Freeland's smarter than her. But a piece of shit. But Kamala is an airhead. She's an airhead. It's my best way to explain her. She's a fucking airhead. But Chrystia Freeland, she's strategic here, and she fucking sucks. Because she somehow weaseled her way into the World Economic Forum, and she's embedded herself in our Canadian politics, and she's gonna try and run for Prime Minister. Fuck. I can't make the comparison to Hillary Clinton. There's no comparison. But Chrystia Freeland's evil. Her grandpa edited the newspaper in Poland at the same time the Jews were being exterminated. The propaganda that was going out, he was editor for that newspaper over there. Her grandpa. And he moved to Alberta here. I wonder what he brought over here. But I don't trust her. I don't trust Chrystia Freeland. She's resigned from and said she has opposing views of how to handle the country. She's coming for him. She's coming for Justin Trudeau. Mark my words. This is gonna be that will be our most vengeful. There's a lot of fire between the Conservatives and Liberals right now, but the in-house fighting that will be going on there for that Liberal Party spot just disgusts me even thinking about the Liberals because of what they've become. What a joke. What a joke. We need Kevin O'Leary as our economic minister. And Danielle Smith can be our prime minister. Doug Ford can fuck off. He fucking sucks. He owns Deco labels. Have you profited like that off the pandemic? You are a piece of shit. Like Bill Gates. I don't like you. I understand if you profited off the pandemic, but it depends on your morals, your ethics, and how you did it. Like Bezos, you know. He phased out small businesses pretty bad. He's one of the least evil of all those elite moneymakers. Because I want to trust Elon Musk all the time. But this just looks like the easiest strategic play to get government funding ever. Like, he did such a great job to make himself look so good to Trump and everyone that he helped him so much. But what does he get back? He gets back, I can't even imagine what the number is. Billions of dollars, the most government funding that's ever been given to anybody will go to Elon Musk. So much money is going to go to Elon Musk's company. I don't invest in stocks because it's gambling. And people are just doing puts and calls and just gambling every day. These rich motherfuckers are just manipulating the market and gambling on and just manipulating the market. And I don't like the stocks. I don't trust them whatsoever. But I would like to invest in like just Elon Musk. If I could invest in the person, which that's your likeness. And if your likeness, if you could somehow do that, like it's possible. It's possible with the blockchain and crypto. It's possible. It will be in the future that you sell a percentage of your likeness, and every single dollar that you make, a person that owns that a percentage of it, gets that. It'll be your agent. It's gonna be, you can do that. You can sell part of your likeness. I could just picture Logan Paul doing it off the top of my head because he's worth so much fucking money and makes so much money. I don't like him as a person. I think he's immoral. And I'm not fucking perfect, but I will never sell out. I don't like that. That's why I don't have lots of money because I will never sell out. And I could never make fitness content that was being a sellout, and I could have, but that's gay. You're gay if you go and make gay content that is just baiting and lies. It's like The Rock saying he's a natural person and giving false hope to anybody that thinks that's possible. It's worth it to me. If I could make $100 million, I'd take steroids too. But that's not on the table, so. But I understand why he does it, but if he tells people that he's natural, then they think he's a fucking liar. And I know he's a fucking liar. And that you shouldn't tell fucking anybody because there's so many naive people in this world. Clearly, look how many people fucking were pumped about the vaccine. And some still are with masks still on. Fucking, that's how naive people are. It was a real show your true colors moment. COVID was. You really got to see fucking how dumb people are. Or how brainwashed people are. I watched a lot of smart people. I got to see, unfortunately, that they've been subjected to the media for so long in one narrative. But it was the biggest eye-opening event in my life for people to see through somewhat or all the way through the Wizard of Oz game they've been playing. I guess I shall end with, did you see about January 6th? Real interesting. Almost like the conspiracy wasn't really a conspiracy. Why were 26 FBI informants at the protest? Or whatever you want, whatever they want to call it. What were they doing there? What was the FBI doing with Gretchen Whitmer's kidnapping? What are these people up to? What was Thomas Crooks doing near the FBI office? I don't trust the government I live under. Totalitarian fucking regime here. Have you seen? Go look up. Oh, right here. My last request as I sign off would be, please go look up Anthony Fauci leaked. Anthony Fauci leaked we will force them to get vaccinated. And see what pops up. Google it. YouTube's the sister company. Google owns it. You can Google it. See what pops up. I put out a bunch more videos this week because I gotta go away for a week. Christmas festivities. And I probably won't be putting one out. But I'm going to be putting together a Patreon because I got some ideas. I got some ideas. A lot of things niggling me right now, so that's why I've just been ready to fire. I just got to deal with this space issue of storage. Alright. Deuces. I hope you liked the poem I heard today. I didn't.